welcome back. This is breaking news with Romy Rome. I'm probably going to change the name, people, in the next couple of days. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get this started. Uh, I'm going to go into more information about my channel. I'll probably make a video tomorrow letting you all know what the channel is about, what I plan on doing. Uh, and we'll start there. One thing I can tell you that this won't be a dating channel. I'm not going to sit here and talk about what men do, what women do. There's enough channels out there that do that. I'm not trying to get into that. But I will make a video probably tomorrow. I'll highlight what I want to do. But right now, I kind of want to jump on this, I guess you could say this passport bros phenomenon that's been going on. It's not really a phenomenon. People have been traveling overseas. I've been hearing about people going to Brazil. I think it's just been picking up steam over the last couple of months, especially the last couple of years or so with Kevin Samuels. But yeah, people have been doing this for a while, so I don't know why people think this is a brand new deal, a brand new thing that's going on. It just got popularized, like I said, just recently. But what I'm seeing is that I don't really see too many people talk about the downside of going overseas. I hear a couple of people touch on it, but I don't really hear a lot of people talk about what happens to people who go overseas, and some of the women there who are looking to be deceitful. I mean, I figure if you're going to go overseas, you really need to really be careful about what's going on and your surroundings and what they do over there, because it's not all fun and roses. There is a video that, if I can find again, I'm going to bring to you. There was a YouTuber who basically broke it down as to what you need to do, who to watch, who to stay away from, the different signs. But we'll get into this video right here. I'm going to try to be the one. If nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to do it. And there's a YouTuber out there that I follow, and I just started following him recently. And he's been doing a lot of videos. I think it's average. I want to get it right. I watch his content pretty much every time he drops a video. So, man, I feel it's Average Man Unplugged. Yeah, and I believe he's the one. And actually, I think I told him I've been following him since he had like 900 subscribers. Now he's about to hit 20,000. So, congratulations. Congratulations to you, my friend, Average Man. You really blowing up, and I think I told you before, you're one of the reasons why I started this. And hopefully this video makes it out to you, and hopefully I can follow in your footsteps and all the other people. But anyways, this is, if I will look into this, I don't know if you haven't looked into this video, but there's a story going on. It's about girls who are going around drugging and robbing men using Scopolamine. I know I didn't say that right, which is a drug that makes you sleepy, fall asleep. And what they do is that one woman would seduce you, drug you. One may have sex with you while the other one goes to your, or actually when you fall asleep, and then they ransack your stuff and you go back. So this is a small 15-minute documentary. We're going to go ahead and watch it. I'm going to stop it at about the 7-minute mark. I'm not going to keep cutting and stopping because I want you guys to get the whole feel of it. So we're going to go ahead to about halfway point, and then we're going to stop. So let's go ahead and check this story out. It's about this group. Believe it's Obi Land, and they do investigative journalism and into looking into situations like this. So if you're one of those people who are looking to go overseas, please watch this video. If you know somebody that plans on going overseas, Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, please watch this short documentary. And let's get this going. I'm going to look at it right now. Let's go ahead and start this. I'll be back at the 7-minute mark.
Her real name is Cecilia, but she goes by all different kinds of names on Tinder. This is her and her gang in an elevator after a successful robbery, in which they use scopolamine to drug the victim, which makes the victim sleep while they ransack the entire apartment, stealing all his valuables and all his belongings. They mainly operate in Medellin, but they do venture out to other cities in Colombia such as Cartagena, Bogota, Santa Marta. And so we set a trap and we found her. Only this time it didn't go as she planned. Her mistake was, about a month ago, she drugged and robbed an affiliate of Obiland TV in Cartagena. It is important to note that Camille and her gang have been sought all over Medellin, and from our investigations, she doesn't only target tourists but also Colombians. This is one of her accomplices. We got her too. It is alleged that she poisoned an entire party of Colombians, stealing $20,000.
I just want to say fair use. This is fair use.
In jewelry. This is not a person stealing out of necessity. This is a cold, ruthless predator. If you do a quick search on YouTube, you will find 1,001 horrific stories relating to Colombia and scopolamine. Just last week, an American was found dead in his apartment. It is suspected to be a scopolamine attack in where a higher dosage may have been used. October 6, 2022, just 2 weeks after drugging Senor Rio, Cecilia's with another victim. He's been drugged, fast asleep like a baby, while Cecilia walks down the stairs, casually taking his belongings. But wait, they haven't finished yet because they want to clean him out. And so they call a male accomplice and take all his luggages. Imagine the horror of waking up during your vacation and realizing you just lost everything. And so we're gonna find her and we're gonna set our own traps. So you think it's not worth it? We should lay down and take the L? Now just imagine it was your brother, your father, your sister who died from scopolamine. Will you take the L then? We did our research and we found Cecilia posing as Valeria looking for another victim.
So after that night, I woke up and I was pretty drugged up. And my mom and my sisters got in contact with someone from Colombia. They happened, I guess one of my homegirls out here was contacting my mom, and they bought me a ticket to go back to New York. But my boy was out in Cali, and my boy in Cali just told me to come through and don't go back to New York because he said I just need to get my mind right. Because I just needed to get my stuff together so I could still live out here. But I was gonna go back to the States because I didn't really have nothing going for myself after they took everything from me.
And so Senor Rio took a flight to Cali where he linked up with Obiland. Obiland and Senor Rio discussed a plan and decided to fly out to Medellin.
Honestly, I was kind of nervous because when I spoke to those girls before I passed out, they sounded like they were from Medellin, and I had a feeling like I might see them in Medellin. And I told my boy, yo, I think these girls are from Medellin, and he said, yo, if we see them, we'll deal with it then.
And so the Obiland team and Rio made a 1-hour flight from Cali to Medellin with the intention of finding Cecilia, the woman who had drugged and robbed him 2 weeks earlier.
Sometimes a person has to stand tall on what they believe in, and even though this is not my country and this is probably very dangerous what I'm doing, I feel like someone needs to stop these women, because when I started looking up people that have been drugged in Cartagena or in Medellin, I saw these girls.
As the team touched down in Medellin, they head straight to the district of Poblado, where they make contact with Valeria.
Yo, my heart just started racing, and I knew, since I'm out here, this is my time to get my redemption, and this is not my country, so I didn't want to do nothing violent and try to go link up with the girls and my emotions get the best of me. So, I 6'9" them, and I called some cops, and I held them down, and everything out here is about money, so I paid some cops, and I brought the cops with me.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I know I said I was gonna wait, but God damn, she thick. I'm sorry, I would have got caught up too. Look at them cakes, my God.
so I could go get my stuff back. So guys, another update. You guys remember I got drugged and everything, right? So I'm in Medellin, and I'm still on Tinder, and I got to see the girl that I matched with on Tinder, and I sent it to my boy, and I said, "Yo, see if she'll talk to you." She's hitting him up, guys, and we're setting up a date tonight. So we're doing a couple of questions that I had asked her. So we're asking her for her friend, and we're gonna see if she sends a picture of her friend, and we're also gonna see if they don't ask for no money, because that was a big thing that I asked too when I was speaking to them. And right now they're already telling my boy we should drink. So you know what that means, guys. And like, if this is true, if this is her, guys, I'm already having a cop here. I'm gonna pay a cop to come with me, and we're just gonna bring them to this apartment, and we're gonna show them what it is, man.
These are the real transcripts in Spanish, translated between Cecilia and Obilan. Cecilia's voice has been computer generated. Hello, how are you? Are you available today?
Hello. What plans do you have today?
It's my first time in Medellin and I have a small apartment in Poblado. You look very attractive and I'd like to see you.
So guys, my guys, right now, we're setting up a date with her.
Look at the name, Valerie Elia.
Be careful. I don't like to pay for company, so I ask certain questions with women to see if they're like normal women or if they're prostitutes. And these girls play off as they're normal women that are just looking to hang out and relax, and these girls are predators. They're not even girls looking to get to know someone. They're just looking to meet men and drug them right away. Look, guys, she said it. She's not a escort. She doesn't want no money. Because in Colombia, when a girl tells a man she's not an escort, you get more relaxed because it's not a money-hungry woman.
During this part of the conversation, Cecilia tries to gain her trust by saying she's not an escort.
We are not escorts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Okay, that's no problem. What time do I see you?
My friend wants to see how your friend looks. Do you have a photo? Does she look attractive like you?
Yes, the four of us can have a party in your apartment.
Yeah, she's definitely a catfish. Guys, like, her pictures are all edited and stuff, so how she looks on the gram and I can't even say on the gram, but on Tinder is not how she comes in person, but I was with my boy, so I bought her for my boy, and I was supposed to be with the friend. But basically, that night when it happened, they came, I had a drink on the table, and I told them to serve me a drink, like a dummy, and they served me my death wish, you know what I mean? Like, they're not...
All right, before we go further, we at the halfway point of this short story. I think this is part one. I'm going to try to find the other parts and maybe see if I can break them to you. But with this guy right here, actually, he's saying something good. And again, and this goes out to Average Man, because I know he's been talking about going to Colombia, getting his passport. And I'm like, bro, if you go out there, I know you say you're going with somebody or whoever's going out there. I think he would say he was going with a friend. But yeah, make sure if you go out there with a friend, I don't know if she's going out there with family. I would think if that's your first time, either I would go out there and see if you can stay where she's staying, maybe with family, or maybe if you stay in a part of town somewhere. But for what's going on right here, this is true. I mean, you can get catfished in the States. So apparently that picture that we saw, the girl with the whole lot of cakes, that wasn't her. But that, I guess that happens over there too. But yeah, you got to be really careful. Like you said, you got to vet them. If you're gonna go over there for the first time, I would say just make sure you go with a group of people. And again, I think there's other videos out there that I'm going to try to find and bring it to you, since this thing is really blowing up. And I don't see a lot of people talking about the dark side of going over to these countries. And I understand there are benefits when you go look at Richie Mac's channel, and I love Richie Mac. I mean, I think that he's the OG, travel OG for a reason. Um, he touches on it, but I think there needs to be more people that's going to go in. So if there's nobody that's going to do that, trust me, I'll do that for the people that's going to go. And so we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and continue this. We'll go ahead and finish up this documentary.
They're not women that are looking for a boyfriend. They're not looking for friends. They're not prostitutes. They're women that meet men and specifically drug them. Like, I think it's a couple of girls that's in this little group.
Okay, I will let you know when I am ready.
Okay,
If your friend can't make it, just the two of us can have a drink.
okay, sounds great, no problem.
Yeah, but let me know so that I can organize.
Yeah, that's no problem. You and your friend can still come and visit. My friend will join us later.
So, what time will I see you, and what do you like to drink? What is the name of your Airbnb?
Hold on, let me stop here. When someone gets this inquisitive, they're trying to set you up. I mean, you should be able to know that. She's asking questions that she don't need to know. All she needs to know is what time you're going to be there, where you're going to be, or I thought they probably were going to go out somewhere, but she don't need to know all that. If they're going to, first of all, he shouldn't have brought her back to the place, but he should be like, we're going to meet you here. We're going to go here. I'm going to be with this person. And then if you want to bring her back, that's fine. But she wants to know the Airbnb, the time, all that stuff. Those are all red flags.
We noticed in our conversations with Cecilia, she was really inquisitive into the kind of drinks we were going to have in the apartment. And also she wanted to find out the name of the Airbnb. Perhaps she wanted to find out if it was a location she should avoid.
My guy at Obiland, all those people at Obiland, I wouldn't have caught those girls, to be honest, guys, because, you know, the guys at Obiland was the ones that told me to come out to Cali. They were the ones that said, let's go out to Medellin. Like, everything that I was thinking, my guys at Obiland really just helped me, like, not think about it. So it's like, you know, when something dramatic happens to you, for me, I just like to go be with my family and go figure things out. And what Obiland gave me was like the opportunity to still be in contact with my family, because I talk to my family every day, and help me redeem myself.
And so the conversation continues as Cecilia believes she's going to drug another victim.
What time do I see you? What do you like to drink?
This is my table right now. Please, 7 p.m. I'm ready. And then a few minutes later she said,
Babe, I am ready.
okay, I'll send you the location.
Babe, my friend won't be able to join us, but I have another friend.
And so she sends pictures of her friend, and at that moment we realize it's the same girl caught on CCTV stealing from Rio's home.
I could have died, and they don't even care about that. They just cared about the materials that I have. So to me, I want to bring awareness to what's going on out here. So another person, this will never happen to another person.
Yeah, you guys really need to be, if you're going to travel overseas like that, first of all, like you got to figure out what you're going to go over there for. If you're going over there just to relax vacation, that's fine. If you're going to go over to these countries looking to try to get a little piece of something, just be careful. Really, you shouldn't have to travel all the way around the world and spend thousands of dollars to go get some ass. Let's just be real. You can do that here. There's a lot of 304s. There's a lot of women who will give that up like that. You do not need to go all the way around the world to do that. Now there are benefits to traveling over there. Now, I'm not trying to scare you all, but you all need to know this is going on. Do not go over there with that thirsty mentality or this will happen to you. Like I said, first of all, you want to go over there and make sure you do your homework. Number two, make sure you know a little bit of the language. If you're planning a trip to Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, Korea, those places, nobody says you have to speak the language fluently, but you should be trying to learn the basics. Learn some of the language so you can be able to get around. Just try to figure out ways, figure out enough to where you can get around town. Make sure and insist if you don't know a lot of the area that you don't know the language, and make sure you're in an area that's catered to foreigners who speak English until you're able to pick up the language. So, but again, that's another video for another day. Let's continue.
I'm not scared. I don't fear for my life. Bro, I'm from New York, man. Like, I've seen it all, so I'm ready for it all. I'm gonna stand tall on this and make sure the world knows about these women.
I won't be too long. Are you with your friend? Send me your location so I can order a taxi.
No, don't worry. I'll get for you an Uber. That's the least I can do. What is your location? Don't worry, I'll pay. I'm a gentleman.
You know, when I hear these stories about people getting drugged, I usually think it's just, you know, they're in a club or they're just out hanging out with people that they don't know, which is what I did. And so whatever happened to me, I do deserve it because, you know, like I'm 36 and how did I not see I was getting set up, you know? Now this lesson taught me so much that I'm never gonna say this will never happen to me again, but it's not gonna be 1, 2, 3.
There is so much traffic, but the important thing is I will be with you soon. I will be there in 7 minutes. Wait for me outside Subway.
Okay, let me just stop here for a second. He offered to pay for her Uber. I mean, most people would take that. She didn't want it. Why? Because she wanted to control when she got there, when she could leave, and also for her getaway. So that right there, which is fine, but you know that's another red flag and things like that. But just, I mean, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. And again, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from going overseas. I wish I could do it. I mean, I'm trying to get me a passport, but I've already got somebody. I've been in a relationship with my girl she's from Guatemala. I found her here actually, and you know, but besides the point. So I really don't need to go over there and do all that. But please be careful. And, you know, I'll be there for you. I'm going to give you a lot of these videos. I'm going to talk about other stuff, but just please, let's go ahead and continue. I think we got about a little over 4 minutes left.
Okay, call me when you're here.
And so we prepared ourselves in anticipation of meeting Valeria, aka Cecilia.
Babe, I've arrived.
We'd arranged to meet Cecilia at 7 p.m., but it had taken her more than 2 hours to get to our location. She requested to meet our undercover reporter at the Subway restaurant nearby. When we got there, she wasn't there. As our reporter was about to leave, she hopped out from an unmarked car across the road. We believe she was stationed there to observe the property and to ensure that whoever she was meeting was not a previous victim. This was her version of due diligence, and she only stepped out the car when she was satisfied that she didn't know our reporter. From their perspective, they've come to rob and steal from another tourist, using Scopolamine, of course. As they enter the apartment, they look around, doing a quick scan, perhaps looking for hidden cameras.
You can look at her right now and tell that's not... Well, I don't know, maybe she had makeup on. I mean, that's the type of style here, and maybe her pants, she look a little, thighs look a little smaller. I don't know. Maybe it's what she had on looks kind of different. I don't know if she would have catfished. Face look a little different, though. I would probably question that. But other than that, everything looks okay. Little suspect, but okay.
She even looks at the ceiling looking for hidden cameras, and they repeat this behavior throughout the encounter.
I'm concerned about my man because I was sleeping. They had me drugged and knocked out by in 15 minutes. So when he was in there, I couldn't even let him stay in there for 5 minutes because I didn't know how fast they could get the drugs into his system, and I didn't want something to go wrong.
And so we make them feel comfortable while Cecilia goes and checks the other bedrooms, perhaps wanting to ensure that no one else was in the apartment. They sit down and have a conversation with our reporter, who said they were very friendly and likable, and so it's easy to see how they gain the trust of many of their victims.
It's your fault. So, you know, for me not to take accountability what happened to me it would be my mistake, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man, and I should know better than to just tell someone to serve me a drink.
As the group are inside having a conversation, the police are outside waiting to enter the apartment. The girls believe they're here to drug and rob another tourist, but they'll be in for a big surprise.
Yo, my heart just started racing, and I knew like this is my time to get my redemption, you know. And this is not my country, so I didn't want to do nothing violent and try to go link up with the girls and my emotions get the best of me. So I brought the cops with me so I could go get my stuff back.
And so we go to catch a Scopolamine queen, a woman who's brought misery to hundreds of lives.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Hola, amiga. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú no acuerdas ya? ¿Tú no acuerdas? ¿No acuerdas? ¿En serio? Oh. Es mi teléfono. ¿Tú no acuerdas robar mis cosas?
¿Qué necesitas?
Tú sabes, mi computadora, todo.
Devuelva todo.
Todo. Yo quiero 20 millones de pesos.
¿20?
Sí. Sí.
Eso ya no lo con ellos.
If you want to find out what happened next, make sure you watch part 2 of this video on this channel, where you get to see real video and raw footage.
All right, we're going to go ahead and stop there. I'm going to go back and I might have to bring about part 2 because I want to see what happens there. I might throw up one more video because I got to see part 2 now. But anyways, before I get out of here, I just want to say that please be careful. But we're gonna come back and we're gonna see what happened in part 2 because I want to see what happened to her. I'm curious now as to what's going on. So this is a cool little story. So again, just quick. Probably tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little introduction video about this channel so you guys can know what's gonna be on here. I can tell you right now, but it's not gonna be a dating channel. It's not gonna be a passport bros. We're just gonna be able to cover, like I said, breaking news. I'm probably gonna change the name. Like I said, I'm more along the lines of channels like Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens to a certain extent, things like that. So I'm the manosphere, which I do respect and believe a lot of the stuff in there. Not really manosphere content. There's enough people doing that stuff. Tim Pool, things like that. But anyways, enough of that. It's like my first official video. I know this channel's got 6 videos, but go ahead and do this. Look at this video. Hit the like and subscribe button. I think I have 6 subscribers right now. Help me get to 10. Help me get to 10 subscribers, man, so I can be with the big dogs. And I'm going to come back and do part 2. So part 2 should be up today. So I want to thank you all for watching. And welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you. So long, everybody.